Welcome back to the channel. In today's news recap, we cover the latest on Hurricane Milton's impact, a shocking incident near the White House, betting on U.S. elections, Russia's barter deal with Pakistan, new semiconductor laws, and more. Let's dive in. Hurricane Milton approaches Florida. As Hurricane Milton strengthens to a Category 1 storm, residents of Florida are bracing for the worst. Heather Knight, originally from New Hampshire, now living in Bradenton, Florida, shared that her community is installing storm shutters and preparing homes for the dangerous weather conditions. She mentioned that local stores have already run out of essential items like water and paper goods, and heavy traffic is clogging evacuation routes. Amanda Buccia, another New Hampshire native residing in Tampa, said anxiety is high as debris from Hurricane Helene just 2 weeks ago still lines the streets. With Milton approaching, these former New Englanders stress the importance of checking on loved ones, especially those most vulnerable to storm damage. Man sets himself on fire during protest near the White House. A protest near the White House took a shocking turn when a man attempted to set himself on fire during an anti-Israel demonstration. Captured on video, the man ignited his left arm as horrified bystanders and police rushed to douse the flames. The man, who has not been identified, claimed to be a journalist and shouted, "We spread the misinformation." Police and EMS arrived on the scene, and the man was transported to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The incident raised concerns about the mental health of protesters, especially in emotionally charged situations. Court ruling allows betting on U.S. elections. In a controversial decision, a U.S. federal appeals court has cleared the way for Kolshieks LLC to offer Americans the ability to bet on election outcomes. The ruling, which came after the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC, failed to block these contracts, paves the way for people to bet on which political party will control Congress in the upcoming November elections. Critics argue this could erode public trust in elections, turning them into gambling events. However, supporters see it as a useful tool for forecasting political trends. With the decision upheld, election betting is now one step closer to becoming a reality, and many are watching closely to see its potential impact. Russia and Pakistan enter barter trade agreement. Facing Western sanctions, Russia has turned to barter trade agreements to facilitate economic exchanges with Pakistan. A recent deal allows Russia to send chickpeas and lentils in exchange for rice, mandarins, and potatoes from Pakistan. The move helps both nations bypass the international financial systems that have been restricted by sanctions. This isn't Russia's first exploration of barter as a payment method, and similar agreements with China are also in the works. With Moscow expanding these efforts, it's clear that Russia is finding creative ways to keep trade flowing amidst geopolitical tensions. New law to speed up U.S. semiconductor production. President Biden has signed a law exempting certain U.S. semiconductor manufacturing projects from federal environmental reviews, a move aimed at accelerating chip production under the $52.7 billion CHIPS Act of 2022. This change means that while state and local environmental regulations will still apply, federal reviews will no longer cause delays for these projects. Supporters of the bill argue that this will help boost U.S. production of semiconductors essential for everything from national defense to consumer electronics and create thousands of jobs. However, environmental groups have raised concerns about potential pollution from chip manufacturing. Regardless, the law has strong bipartisan support as the U.S. aims to become less reliant on China for critical tech components. Russian criminal defendants offered immunity for military service. In a new bid to bolster its forces in Ukraine, Russian President Vladimir Putin has signed a law granting criminal defendants immunity from prosecution if they join the military. Of the approximately 60,000 eligible individuals, about 40% are expected to enlist. This program is part of Russia's effort to expand its army, which is now the second largest in the world. While the strategy has drawn criticism, especially after earlier efforts involving prisoners led to some soldiers reoffending, Putin's administration sees it as necessary to meet the growing demands of the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. That's it for today's news recap. Be sure to stay informed and prepared, especially with Hurricane Milton approaching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you next time.